Hey guys, and welcome to today's Cloud News Roundup video. So in this one, Google Stadia is seeing a big sale and getting some new features. GeForce Now is launching in new places and also getting a couple of new games as well. And xCloud is seeing some great day one releases as well. So let's get cracking with the news and get on with the video. So first up, let's talk about Google Stadia. So first thing that's coming across is some new features, or some updated features anyway. So the first one is a direct touch support, which is coming across to iOS devices and iPadOS devices. So basically, in a nutshell, what this does is it translates those controls into actual touch controls. So it would be more like you're playing an application that's been built for the iPad or for the iPhone. So Humankind is the first example of this. You'd be able to touch it, you'd be able to pinch to zoom on your units, kind of drag them across everywhere, rather than having to use those on-screen touch controls, which are really fidgety and just kind of hard to use at times. This, in our opinion, is one of the biggest features coming across to it because it just makes so much sense. It makes it more accessible to users, and hopefully it'll just make cloud gaming that little bit better. For the front end, for users, it just means that they'll be able to do some cloud gaming without having to pick up a controller, and it won't be fidgety to use, and hopefully it'll get more developers on board, maybe even moving, I guess, mobile type games with more performance and graphics and push the boundaries of that into cloud gaming, because it would just make it so much more interesting. The other new feature, which is kind of random, I didn't realise this wasn't part of it, but you can now bulk delete any of your captures. So if you capture any gameplay, any images or anything like that on Google Stadia, beforehand you apparently had to go through and delete them one by one, which sounds absolutely tedious. So crazy that that wasn't already a feature, but great news that it finally is. So everybody who's been doing captures directly on Google Stadia, at least you can delete them in bulk now when you want to, rather than driving yourself absolutely mad. We're also seeing some free play days as well. So Borderlands 3 currently is free to play for Google Stadia Pro subscribers, and that is until the 18th of this month. So if you've been kind of on the fence about playing this, or you just want to try it out, what better time to be able to give it a go? It also ties in, there's some massive sales at the moment, and that's right across the board with Google Stadia, and Borderlands 3 is included with that. So if you really enjoy what you've played on the free play days, you can then pick it up at a discounted price, which is massive. And then the last bit for Google Stadia is obviously that sale is available at the moment. There's some really big savings to be had. So if you're looking to expand your library and there's some stuff on there that you've been on the fence about, and we're currently on the fence about getting Red Dead Redemption 2, well, you know what, it's worthwhile maybe having a look at that sale and grabbing yourself a discount. And moving across onto xCloud game streaming, and the first one is Back4Blood is available day one on xCloud. So you'll be able to play it on Game Pass, download it on your PC, your Xbox, but best of all, you'll be able to do it streaming as well. So if you've got an iOS device or anything else like that, you can play it. Now, we have been trying this out, and I've got to say, xCloud for us has always been a real mixed bag. We absolutely love the proposition, we absolutely love the value of it and everything else that comes with it. But the xCloud side of it's just been not great when it comes to latency, and it's been a bit of an unplayable mess for us. However, we tried out Back4Blood just the other day, and it feels just as smooth as playing something like Google Stadia, which has always been like our benchmark for cloud gaming recently, because that just works so smoothly. So xCloud, this is one of the other things that they've done. They've upgraded a lot of the server back-end stuff, so it's now running on a custom Xbox Series X hardware. And clearly something's changing, because that's completely rolled out now, and that latency seems to have been pretty much mopped up. We tried it on a couple of different games as well, and the performance is massively improved. So graphics, I think, have looked good. Load times have looked good for quite some time. It's just been that input latency that have made games pretty much unplayable unless they're turn-based. Playing Back4Blood, and it was basically like us playing natively on the device. So you know what, hopefully that continues, and it's not just kind of for that game or just at this moment, because the performance is fantastic at the moment on xCloud, and we're really impressed with it. So those upgrades that have been done in the back end seem to have done something, so hopefully that continues. But going back to Back4Blood, that is available as of day one. So fans of the Left 4 Dead series, you'll pretty much know what you're in for. This is the same creators, same sort of style. It's an absolute blast to play, and it's definitely best to play it on co-op. So if you've got some friends, if you want to play it with other people, it's a real good fun game to play with that. So it's available on xCloud as of day one, and that's a massive win, and it performs incredibly well. I've been playing it on my iPhone, and it works really well on the screen size. It's not too cramped, things don't look blurry, everything's really easy to use in terms of the user interface. So far, a really good cloud experience playing that game. And last but not least, we also have GeForce Now seeing some new game rollouts. And the big one is Crysis. So Crysis Remastered is going to be available to play on GeForce Now, and the Remastered trilogy is also going to be available to play. So this is one of those memes that go way back, can it run Crysis? And now, yes, cloud gaming can also run Crysis as well. So if you are looking to play that game that kind of revolutionized PC benchmarking when it came to gaming, it's now going to be available to play on GeForce Now, which is pretty exciting. But potentially more exciting is that GeForce Now is going to be launching in Australia as of October 19th. So GeForce Now partnered with Pensionet a couple of months back now, and they've been trialing this to make sure it works and trying to roll it out to everybody. There's been a lot of people that have been taking part in the trial as well, but it is coming live and it's going to be rolled out officially on the 19th. So that's really good news. Pensionet also apparently have a lot of plans in the future as well when it comes to cloud gaming, so that'll be really interesting to see, and we'll also keep our ears close to the ground just to see if anything else is coming in the future. So great news for all of you Australians who are wanting to take advantage and be able to use something like GeForce Now. It is officially rolling out as of next week, so enjoy your cloud gaming. So that is it for our cloud gaming news roundup. So not an absolute massive amount this week, but there's some really interesting things that are slowly rolling out. New features and a lot of quality of life stuff seems to be coming across to the cloud gaming platforms as of recently. All three of the major cloud gaming platforms all seem to be creeping towards that stage where the performance is getting quite similar. Stadia still seems to have that lead at the moment, but with the improvements we've seen on xCloud, we're really excited to see what happens to that platform next. And GeForce Now seems to be really ramping it up and becoming very consistent when it comes to expanding the games library. So it's an exciting time to be in that cloud gaming space. Let us know what you're playing, let us know what you're most excited about for the future of cloud gaming, and we will see you next week with some more cloud gaming news. Bye.